We built the car that sat on the pole for the Daytona 500 in '75. That same car sat on the pole in the Firecracker 400. In between there, we set it was a world record for changing tires. Unocal had a '76 Pit Crew Competition, and we won that. And one of the reasons we won was because the crew chief was instrumental, and I don't know if any of you guys don't make pit stops, but in NASCAR, the pit stops got really fast when they started gluing the lug nuts to the wheels. This was Mario Rossi's idea. We would modify our guns. We'd take the air guns apart, soup them up. We put 1-inch extensions on the studs and shaped them like a bullet, and then added 2 inches to the dust covers. So when you put the glue had to be on there at least 15 minutes, or the lugs would fall off when you stood the tire up. And if you wasted more than 45 minutes and you pushed them on over the studs, sometimes they'd pop off and drop. So it was kind of important that you timed this gluing to when you anticipated to stop. And the situation was you'd put this tire up, line it on the dust cover, and rotate it till the studs lined up, and then you'd push it. The lug nuts would separate from the glue and be sitting there on those little bullet things. But the trick that worked for us was getting the sockets to go on. If you used a 6-point, the lugs would stick on and you had to stop the gun. We ended up getting a Craftsman 12-point deep well socket, milling out the inside, every of the lugs on the inside, and then we inserted a spring. And the trick was to make that spring be strong enough that it would eject the nut and leave it on that stud. And if you were really, really good, the trick was you'd pull a trigger and push it on and just keep going to different studs. And if you were really good, 2 lugs would still be spinning on their stud, on their stud when you put this one off. And we'd run a night race once in a while, and if you were, again, get those to drop off, them nuts would run around there and spark in the dark. And I knew somebody that was really good at that.